What's good, guys? So it's your boy DB and I'm back with that huge backlog of Grand Arena that I promised was coming. Now there's not going to be any webcam in these because they've all got like variable frame rates, and all that's going to happen is my webcam is going to go out of sync with what you're actually watching, so my commentary will come off, it starts spoiling things, it'll be a total mess. But we're going to get through this backlog. You can catch my live current ones obviously on my Twitch channel, which will all eventually be ported here as soon as the backlog is done. My absence was explained in a recent video which I'll pop up here somewhere, and you can check that out. So let's get on with these videos, right? Let's get this backlog out of the way and get on with some new content. Let's do this. Okay, into the final of the third bracket now. It looks like, yeah, we did beat Yasuo. I've gone to the wrong thing. Did he actually bother to attack again? No, he didn't. That's the same ban as he was on last time, and he completely left Revan alone. Obviously didn't have anything left, so here we go. Time for VarVar. We need to redeem ourselves. The second bracket we ended up losing. We lost the second battle before winning the third one, and this time around, yes, it worked. The old Nest stealth team actually caused him to trip up. That's good stuff. And then he tripped up against Malik. It's quite possible he's actually tapped out. Yeah, if you trip up against those teams, you've likely burned some of your top squads. We got here troopers on defense. Okay. This bugs are nothing compared to those ones we faced last time. Suppose it looks like I'm gonna take them out first. Fair enough. Not particularly scary front teams, so unless something really does go wrong, it should be quite comfortable to open up the back walls and see what we're working with. Big shout out to anyone that's actually watching these videos. I see the views, they're doing pretty well, better than I thought they would for such old content anyway. And I've had good fun actually watching these back and face palming at some of my crazy decisions. And I know I'm entertaining Yeti with my constant double tanking. But we're getting through these now, very, very close to finally being caught up with Season 3, and a good majority of Season 3 was actually done on Twitch, so it'll be right back to normal, just uploading live streams and then back to straight live streaming with no more of this Grand Arena backlog left. I can get back to theory crafting a little bit more time for new experimental videos. This is going more than well. I mean, Brood's already dead, Brute's gone. Yeah, there's nobody left. None of the damage dealers live. So nice and comfortable. That's probably one of the better Treya runs we've had lately. 57. I'm happy with that. Pretty happy with that. As I mentioned in the last one, I have some really poor speed on that team. All right, yeah, we'll run through this. Go on, take your Empire, Damien. Obviously not time yet. Yeah, it's got to be bracket 4. It has to be. There you go. There's the dream team. Everyone knows about my affection for Padme. Anakin's my favorite character. Then who doesn't love Snips? If you've watched the Clone Wars TV series, you gotta love Snips, especially if you're already an Anakin fan. And then yeah, then there's Obi. I suppose he's kind of part of the group. Least favorite out of the 4 though. Really would love to see an Ahsoka movie at some point. Doesn't look like this is going to be anywhere near a problem with this team. I mean, they can't stick their debuffs on them, smothered in protection up. We got so much damage. We can shut down the tanks. So yeah, it's going to be just step by step deleting each character. I mean, that nearly killed Canderous. The intent was to really just spread some buffs and do a little damage to Zalbar. Alright, this should be more or less a flawless ban to run actually. Should be a good 61. Oh no, we did lose protection on one character. Okay, so 60, well, I'll take it. I'll take it. He's already tripped up on the stealth Nest team and he's failed against Malik, so... Oh, okay, what's that? We got Nightsisters and Grievous back there apparently. I must have cleared a feat. I usually check these before actually starting and then edit that tiny little bit out. Okay, right. Nightsisters aren't particularly scary. Obviously, things can go wrong. But very, very rarely. So we should be okay. I know since Season 2, I actually started to get a little bit more investment going on my Imperial Troopers. On my test account, they're actually Relic 6 to 7. I've been doing a little bit of experimenting on that. Just in the nighttime on my phone, really, when I've got nothing else to do and I can't sleep. So yeah, I've started to bring up my actual team on my main account too. Just because most of them were like 12.0 and now I've started taking them to 0.3, 0.4. I'd love to really get Stark up to gear 13, to be honest, because that's like an extra 20 speed. It's going to be crazy. Oh wow, yeah, this has not gone well. That did not go well. It looked like one of those AoEs actually backfired. It took too many Nightsisters to yellow health, which actually just completely filled Talzin's turn meter. Right after we had reduced her cooldown, increased her cooldown, that turn ended, and then we filled it straight up. So it's almost like we never increased it to begin with. That's incredibly unfortunate. Right, it's probably best I... Oh, okay, never mind. I say it's probably best I don't attack there, but apparently I just kind of went for it. But at least we've got rid of the main problem character. I should be able to mop that up with another team. But yeah, that's exactly why I mentioned this like several grand arenas back, where that can happen. If your troopers are too powerful and the enemy is a bit soft, you can actually take too many down to yellow at once and practically fill Talzin's bar essentially twice. So she doesn't end up really increasing the cooldown on spreading plague, and that's when everything will collapse. That's a key part of that team. Right, there's no what there this time, so we shouldn't have the drama we had against the Yasuo. I'm just guessing that's how his name was pronounced. I don't know, at least VarVar's name's nice and simple. Alright. Deal with old B2 in a moment, whenever Revan actually gains some turn meter. He's like 300 plus speed. The others are gaining turn meter and he's kind of just sat there. Come on, dude. Yeah, this just happens sometimes with this team. They just don't get a turn. We're just gonna end up countering him to death, which means that's gonna happen. Luckily, nobody did. Oh, okay, someone did die. I mean, that is not optimal at all. I'm not gaining turn meter anywhere. Finally, Revan gets some. Oh my word. That is horrendous. We've been quite fortunate there. Jolie was still standing, because that was not remotely the plan. Yeah, just nobody was gaining TM. AI was just going insane, getting loads, and my entire team, if you were watching their turn meter bars or just rewind and watch, it doesn't move on anybody. I mean, Revan's was the same for about an entire minute. Okay, see you later, Ezra. Oh my word, just totally one-shotted her. This, I get the feeling I'm going to need a second team on this one. Right, kill B2, come on, right, he's gone. Look at my health, my word. Can we shut him down? I can't like stun him or anything though, is the problem. Oh, I still got a whole turn before he can revive. No, that's it. Yeah, there's going to need a second team. Oh my word, no, he lived. Wow. Talk about getting lucky. That is some serious luck right there. Apparently my missus is coming in mid-record. Hello. Oh, come on. Come on. No! God, this is just not going the way it should be. No! Oh, wow, look at that. 3 cooldowns. This is screwed. Yeah, wow, okay. I'm not even sure what was going on there. I'm really not. That turn meter just would not climb. And, yeah, none of the moves just seem to sync up. He's not... Yeah, I don't... There's nothing there that's particularly scary, to be honest. We faced tougher teams than this. I'm not sure what happened. Just one of those battles, I'm afraid. Oh well. Evidently, I've got my work cut out. I need 2 extra teams capable of beating Nightsisters and Grievous for a full clear in this one now. You can usually muster up 1 more squad for something like that, but 2? 2 is quite the ask. Right, what am I going to select? This should be interesting. Okay, I want my clones. We gambled with them once before, but let's face it, my clones are not exactly great. Is Kylo going to get pulled out? Is the classic utility character for me? Old Ben. Oh, it's got to be Kylo, hasn't it? The dream team, the double tank. Yeti is going to be in hysterics if this happens. I'm clearly thinking about it. I'm looking through my roster. I've got to that bottom end where, oh no, they all kind of suck now. Let's go back up. Oh no, I went Plo. Okay, fair enough. Plo Koon's a solid character, works nicely with these clones. Comes in quite handy against these kind of teams as well. Should be able to shut down any taunt that happens and help control some of these characters a little bit. Right. You may hear the door closing in the background. My missus is sneaking through to get the dog lead. Yeah, let's get that offense down. We've only got it on 2. And on Stormtrooper of all characters. Could have used that really on Ty, but never mind. Never mind. Come on. Get Palpatine down. Come on. Right, perfect. That should all be pretty much comfortable now, to be honest. We can get that tenacity up going, so no more dots, no ability blocks. And obviously the turn meter train is greatly halted by the loss of Palpatine. Yeah, I probably could have just one-shotted one of the tougher characters there, but clearly wanted rid of Ty. To be fair, Ty does hit pretty hard, so... and there goes Vader. Ah, this is nice and easy now. I mean, Tarkin doesn't really do the damage. Tarkin increases his own defense and spreads debuffs. He's more of a control character. And then Stormtrooper is just Stormtrooper. What does he really do? I'm not entirely sure myself, and I have him zated thanks to losing a bet, so that was great. Yeah, don't lose the character. We lost a couple of banners on him there. We don't have full health or full protection, but keep him alive at least. Yeah, that looks to be fine. Tarkin's TM just won't climb at the moment. A lot of Rex attacking and assisting. And he's done. Old Ben with the kill again. What a savage. He's getting so many kills. But yeah, we'll take that. A little bit ugly, but I have to be really careful with teams here because of the 2 epic screw-ups. Just a little bit of bad RNG against those Nightsisters. Just really unfortunate that they were quite soft and my team were a little tougher than expected, which has backfired on me. And then the Grievous one, I'm not even entirely sure what was going on. Just a bit of bad luck, really. Guess they were just landing nice crits when I really needed them to not crit and stuff like that. Alright, who's coming in here? Clearly I'm looking at resistance, deciding whether I can put BB in. No, I'm uncomfortable with these teams being around. I don't want to burn something that would possibly help me here. So yeah, lots of umming and ahhing going on. I was like scratching my head and cussing in frustration. Dropping 2 like that is just not something that's fun to try and recover from. Troopers are such an annoying team as well because they're not good on defense at all. The AI plays them so dumb. But you don't want to burn a good team beating them. Although if you take in the wrong kind of team and their TM train gets going, you're gonna lose. So you can't really massively screw around. You got to take in some half decent character. I could probably undersize that, in all honesty. We could probably left Scav or Trooper at home. Have Holdo there for days. R2 to try and control where the damage is going. And then have one real damage dealer to pick them off. So yeah, I don't think we needed both Scav and Trooper. But they're there now, so obviously I'm being just extra cautious in this one. Did I land any days there? I got 2. Wow. Okay. Good job, Holdo. I'm really, really happy I geared you up and farmed you to 7-star. No sarcasm. Alright, you're gone. Let's get rid of him because his TM's really high and he's just going to be a pain. Get rid of Death Trooper before Shaw bothers to taunt. And then clean up. That's quite tanky. Not many characters survive the old big stick swing by Scavenger. Only Gear 11, sure. Just like mine. He looks cool, but at Gear 11, he just doesn't do the business anymore. 60 banners. That's a nice, comfortable battle for my resistance. I just hope there's nothing behind that I really needed them for. Oh, what was there then? What was there? Bounty Hunters and First Order. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. So, Ewoks. What am I going to use up top? I'm not really sure what's left. I know we've got the Rebels left over. Rebels and Ewoks both left over. So I could clear that block. Oh, I can see Palpatine's also left over. And Grievous is there too. Okay, a full clear should be fine. I could probably use Palpatine against those Nightsisters because Daka's not there. If I can control them a little bit with some shocks and stuns, yeah, it could be okay. These guys should take care of the First Order. Grievous can then clear Grievous. And yeah, the Rebels can clear the Bounty Hunters up above because they have Nest in the team. And she wasn't, if I remember, I think I saw she was Gear 11. And that's not a problem for Rebels to smash through. So we should be fine. Should be. We shall see. Alright, still Executioner. Down he goes. The world's slowest battle. Every time it gets to this battle, I enjoy it in stream. But I can say when I'm doing these like post-battle voiceovers and I'm watching this battle, I'm like, oh god, it comes in about like 3.5 minutes where I'm just going to talk to myself, and they're not entertaining to watch, these ones, that's for sure. But before long, First Order are probably going to end up becoming a semi-decent offense team with these extra characters that have come into the game now. I believe Hux is available today. His marquee goes live some point today. I remember being like 15 hours when I was up in the early hours watching TV, so it's got to be within the next hour or so then. And then Trooper is in 2 days, I believe. But yeah, that'll plug into my incredibly useless First Order team. I did just take Executioner to Gear 10. My officer is Gear 11.4, I believe. He's been close to the last 2 pieces he needs to hit 12 several times. And unfortunately for him, another character always ends up needing it that's more of a priority. He's the kind of character that I've been building up when I get a piece of gear that nobody else needs at that present time. And that's kind of how he's ended up geared from Gear 8. He's just, nobody's needed the piece that he needed next. And then we've got right to the end and suddenly Clones, Nest, Barriss, Padme, you name it. They've all ended up needing the piece, the couple of pieces that he's waiting on. It looks like this battle's actually gone nice and comfortable. Just like I said, we're 2.5 minutes deep now. Please don't kill somebody and drag this on any longer, Kylo. We want you dead. Ah, my word. I was literally looking at his turn meter thinking, yeah, it's probably safest to just heal him ever so slightly and get that turn meter down with Logray. And I didn't, and it backfired because he fully healed and killed Wicket and I'd bring him back. That's one of those things. As long as it's not too late in the battle, it doesn't matter if he does that. As long as you Ewok out as stealth. If Alda hadn't been stealth, then yeah, I'm sure. Oh my god, he's done it again. Then I'm sure I would have actually opted to control him. That's just amazing. That's twice that's happened, and now it's getting a little bit tense. We're 3.5 minutes deep. Just 90 seconds remaining, and I'm a character down who I really need to kind of revive for banner sake. He didn't revive. Oh, he went for it again, and he was unfortunate that I had my foresight everywhere. Sorry, I just kicked my desk if you heard that. That was a little ugly. We haven't had an Ewok battle like that in quite a while. I'm just happy that we did get through that with a first time clear, because we are really struggling for teams that are actually capable of doing the job right now, because I need 2 at the bottom. We've got just enough teams to get this done as long as my Empire can actually do the job. Surely I used Rebels here. I'm not gonna take Rebels in against the Nightsisters. If Plague gets going, that's just a terrible idea. Whereas my Rebels will beat that team with very, very little difficulty. If that was a high gear 12 nest, it'd be a little bit nastier, but it's not. So, evidently I'm checking what kind of health is remaining on those characters. It'd be nice if you could see what TM was currently present on the characters too. Because usually when in those dying seconds of a battle, you're not paying attention to where their TM stops on the last hit. You're just not. So it'd be nice if you could see that and factor, quite who's going to attack you first. It would help prepare for things. Like if Towson had full turn meter, for example, there's a probability you're about to get hit by Plague the second the battle opens. Where if it's low, you can get going and perhaps stun her or something along those lines. Alright, next out comes Grievous. Which means BB could have gone into the other team, because I'm clearly not going to use the nuke here. Or am I? I'm going to use some form of it. T3 plugs in really nice into pretty much any Grievous team. In fact, you'll need T3 in the team if you ever face a Relic Daka. Grievous just can't kill her. Once she's done a couple of revives, her health's just too high. So if T3's not there, you can't take her down. I've watched people try endlessly, and against particularly high Relic Dakas, I've seen that on the test account too, and it just utter nightmare. But this team, this is overkill going in here. It shouldn't really be a problem at all. Obviously can't damage him at the moment. And B2 doesn't have his move available, so we got to get that turn meter going quickly and just keep wasting attacks over here until we can actually attack Grievous. Another AoE then. There we go. Right, we can get rid of that. And we can actually do some damage. Boom. Right, that's him absolutely screwed. He is not winning that. Not only am I a higher relic, but as I said in the last one, I've never lost a one-on-one with Grievous v Grievous. And I've got 2 extra droids helping me. Or 22 others, if you include B1. Nicely done. We got through that squad. And as we said, he's already tripped up a few times on mine. So I do have a little comfort. Obviously, he lost to Revan. He lost once to Nest. So we've got the same amount of stumbles. There's a case if he really has the teams left. And if I can clear all of these without losing any extra teams. Because look at that, I don't have a great deal left. Looking very thin here. I pretty much have 2 usable teams remaining. And I'm going to need a little bit of luck here. Because one of them is my Empire, who is not prepared for Grand Arena. They never even used to get used. Honestly, I used to plug, Palp would just plug into another team. Vader would never see any action. Thrawn would get plugged usually into a Revan team, a Jedi one that is, for use for killing Malaks in the past. Yeah, so they're not a viable team on my account. So I was likely sweating it heavy here, despite knowing that Palp can beat them. I've covered this in my Territory War Grand Arena counter series. We showed several teams that can take out Nightsisters of all power, like top end teams, and that's one of them. But yeah, I'm clearly really nervous about what I'm going to be using. Yeah, and I don't really have a lot of other options to plug into a Rebel team here either. Obviously, old Ben's already seen action. I'm pretty sure Kylo had seen action too. Oh no, there he is. There he is. Go on, when in doubt, bring Kylo out. Let's get him in. Oh, apparently I'm hesitating here. I'm looking at other people. Is anyone... Or are we just going in with 4? Nope, Kylo's here. Don't worry. All you Kylo fans are going to get to see some Kylo use. Apparently I took them in against Nightsisters. That's pretty dicey. We're lucky actually, Talzin has a 0 turn meter there, which allowed me to actually get going. But yeah, playing this back, I would have used Empire. Nice clever stun there. Oh, Spirit's so annoying. Great character, so annoying to face. Oh, Kylo's actually come in really handy there, actually. That's a perfect time to have got that stun and remove that taunt. Another character would have just resulted in nothing happening. Yep, nicely cleared. I'm pretty happy with that. I genuinely didn't think I was going to take them in against that team, but we did and it worked. Very nice. I do like the way that I just play straight. You know, I start a battle and I just play right through it. A lot of people have a habit, you know, they play a battle and they'll go and watch the next team they've got to face on YouTube for an hour and figure it all out. Then they play that battle and then they head off back to YouTube and Reddit to find the next counter. I think the game mode would be more fun, more exciting, and more skill based if once you attack, like a timer begins and you have so much time to now win that war. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't like that, but I just think it'd be more challenging. You'd really have to know the kits. It'd really test people with their experience and their knowledge of the game. So am I going to take Tarkin and Ty? Or, I mean, Pro Droid's there, but the trouble is he'll probably just get killed in a shot. Because obviously I use him in the nuke, but I use him really under geared because he doesn't actually need to live. He just needs to do one move, which he will get to do, and that'll be that. Really? What am I'm trying this again. This is a terrible idea, Damien. Do not click that. I did. Okay. That's how little faith I had in my Empire at this stage. Oh. Yes, I'm going to get a few turns first. Yes, we're going to get a little bit of the setup done like this. But we're going to be lucky to kill one character. Right, so I've got this far, and now I've just kind of gone, right, now what do I do? This is going really well. This is twice I've tried to see if I can, you know, kill a character with this team. I mean, fair enough, we actually did. We killed Bosk. That's quite surprising. But I don't know what I'm planning to do now. That, I mean, if I had a Gear 12 Pro Droid, sure, this could be somewhat useful for getting ahead of the enemy team and taking out, you know, a major character. Like I could have killed Django and then they have no lead, or I could have killed Nest and then it's a really easy cleanup. But yeah, with a low gear droid, Pro Droid, I don't really know what the plan is there. Yeah, now I have no choice. I literally have to run this team, which I should have run from the very beginning. I'm being forced to trust this team here, and they're having to do this against a slightly scarier team that's now TM loaded. So yeah, that's a little scarier actually. Right, yeah, shut her down. All these counterattacks are not going to be fun. If she gets days on my team, oh, that's going to be ugly. It's bad enough that Django can shut TM down with his burn and all that, so got to get that ability block on him. As you can see, I know how to play this team. I just had no faith in my own setup, my own mods, and my own team's capability. So it keeps Arkin alive. Doing alright. I bet while I was playing this, I was thinking, man, I should have just done this first. It would have been a lot more comfortable. Alright, get shock on her. Right at the end of this now. About to go down. Fracture her again. I'd love to be able to get over there. I just can't. I don't want to get rid of shock, so don't want to stun her either. Just trying to stack things up, and hopefully I could just like Cullen Blade her once she eventually takes a turn. Okay, well we killed Dengar by accident. That'll do. Alright, once Fracture passes, do not stun. Oh my god, that stunned her. Okay, excellent. Alright, TM's climbing. Give Terminator to Vader. And kill. Yes, perfect. Very nice. A little long-winded, but it worked. And that's that. We've actually full cleared. And I remember I did win the third bracket. So we're well on course to Kyber now. And I will see all you guys in the fourth bracket. Till next time, guys. We out of here.